Thank you very much. First, good afternoon to all of you. And I really would like to thank Michel and to compliment him on the fact that not only we had the General Affairs Council after quite few months in person, which was, I think, welcome by every single participant, but also that despite the very loaded agenda, we made it on time. So the discussion has been very rich, but at the same time, very constructive and to the point. The first, we've been preparing this week's European Council, which will focus, apart from external relations, which we discussed yesterday by the foreign ministers, especially on single market, industrial policy, and digital. And here I have stressed on the behalf of the Commission that we really need to return to the normal functioning of the single market as soon as possible, but also to draw the lessons from the pandemic by addressing single market remaining weaknesses, and a lot of ministers have been speaking about the need to remove all remaining barriers, and I think this is very welcome development. Another key objective is to achieve strategic autonomy that goes hand in hand with an open economy. And this in practice requires to identify and reduce our strategic dependencies. And of course, whenever needed, we should also overcome identified market failures using a number of strategic tools at our disposal, such as industrial alliances. You know, we built one which works quite well on batteries. We started a new one on hydrogen, and very soon we will be launching the alliance on the raw materials. And that we are also using the tools which we had in our toolbox, like important project of common European interest where this is appropriate and where, of course, it helps us to foster the EU innovation. Second point which I would like to highlight is the information which I provided the Council with, and this is about upcoming legislative work. This has started with a letter of intent of the President of the European Commission, where we outlined the major initiatives the Commission's intends to propose in the coming year. And thanks to the constructive discussion we had today with the ministers, which will continue with COREPER ambassadors and also the European Parliament still this week, we hope to approve the Commission work programme for 2021 already in October. My third point is touching UK-EU negotiations. While Michel Barnier spoke about the future relations, I informed the ministers about our latest work under the EU-UK Joint Committee on the Withdrawal Agreement, especially given the recent internal market bill tabled by the UK government. Earlier today, I have agreed with Michael Gove, who is my counterpart in the Joint Committee, to hold another ordinary meeting of this committee next Monday, 20th of September, here in Brussels. And as stated on a number of occasions, the bill as it currently stands violates the letter and the spirit of the withdrawal agreement, but we will continue to engage with the UK in good faith, building on progress already achieved under the Joint Committee. Because we believe in calm, constructive cooperation precisely through the agreed withdrawal agreement channels. And at this point, I have to underscore that we will not be renegotiating, but we are totally committed and dedicate all our and ready to dedicate all our efforts to its full and timely implementation, nothing more, nothing less. With Michel, we value the continuous support by the member states. We are fully aware that unity remains our strongest currency, and today's discussion has proven that we have plenty of it, and we very much appreciate the support of the member states. Let me also briefly mention 3 points covered by my colleagues. On the multi-annual financial framework, as Michel was describing the debate, my colleague, Commissioner Johannes Hahn, described his first exchanges and the progress achieved in trilateral negotiations. And I think the conclusion is very clear. We have to intensify our negotiations to deliver, as expectations across Europe on this agreement are immense. We want to underline the fact that following the Parliament's resolution in July and good discussions since then, we believe that a historic agreement on recovery package of an unprecedented size and ambition is within the reach, but we have to work very hard to achieve the deal. And we believe that the vote on own resources decision last week took us another step closer, and you have seen the dedication of Michel also to the political part of these very important negotiations, which I believe is the best guarantee that we will achieve the good result, because we need on the 1st of January 2021 to launch the next generation EU and all the new programs. On the rule of law, my colleagues, Vice President Jourova and Commissioner Reinders presented the latest developments in Poland and Hungary. These developments have shown there are still many issues of concern, and the Commission remains available to engage with the respective authorities to resolve the identified issues. More generally, the Commission sees the need to foster debate at both EU and national level on the rule of law matters, and that is why we will soon present the first annual rule of law report covering all member states. On the coordinated approach on the COVID-related restriction to the freedom of movement, I think there was strong appreciation. The German presidency, that Michael put it on the agenda, because we all feel how our businesses and especially our citizens are feeling frustrated and uncertain about the different rules and different approaches. Therefore, the ideas which have been put forward by Commissioner Reinders, where we need to coordinate better, more widely, I think got very broad support, and especially I think the idea that the European Centre for Disease Prevention and Control should produce and regularly update a map where it would be clear in what color, green, orange or red, the certain regions are, would be already step into the right direction, and the debate would continue on the overall criteria which would be then assessed together. So altogether, as you see, the agenda was very rich. We did it on time, and I think it was thanks to the excellent chairing of the Council by Michael Roth, and thank you very much for that.